Alright, so today we're going to take a look at another one of these pedals that I've borrowed from a friend. Same one that lent me the Ethereal by Wampler, and then also the PS5 pitch shifter and the EQD Afterneath, I think it was. So now we're taking a look at the Grand Orbiter. And it's a phase and vibrato pedal. And I was messing around with it some last night just to get used to it, and I wasn't really feeling like I had the best grip on it, so I resorted to YouTube, like you probably are now, and looked up about 4 different videos and was checking out some of the things, and I'll get to my thoughts on that down the road. Let's go ahead and get to it here. So I'm using my my Telecaster running right into the Grand Orbiter and then into the front of the Simplifier with the Fender style amps. This is my clean tone. A little bit of fuzz I've not been able to eliminate, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. So that's going on. I have had a little bit of problems with my Simplifier. It's not doing it at the moment, though. As much as I use it, though, it gets a lot of use, but it doesn't leave the table or anything, though. So let's go ahead and mess with the Grand Orbiter with the rate set to the first mode and on the phase. Let's try everything just straight up to start. I can hear it a little bit, very faintly. So we have depth, resonance, rate, and sweep. So the depth is almost going to be kind of like your wet-dry mix, is what I came to understand from some of the videos. So with the depth all the way up, that's going to be kind of like your all-wet signal. The rate is going to affect how fast it kind of warbles. There's no tap tempo control or anything with it. I'm going to try to keep the noise to a minimum. It's something with one of my jacks on this thing or something is going on. So you see with it kind of below noon, it's almost just hard to hear anything that it's doing. You can control, I think it's the width of the sweep. Resonance sounds like it's adding some to it. But yeah, I really expected this to be a much more aggressive pedal than it is, and maybe I'm just not using it right. I mean, yeah, I can hear it there. I think it's usable though. Let's check out the vibrato option. So, okay, and this is one of the things that I looked to YouTube for was, if I'm on vibrato and I turn this depth all the way down, then the signal just goes away. And someone had some explanations on being able to use this in a stereo rig somehow with it, but yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, it might be one of these patch cables. I hope it's not. It sounded fine on the last video that I did, same setup and everything. This one just seems to be a bit noisier than some of the other ones that I've tried. Let's keep going and try out the second mode. Yep, that's kind of what I was getting. Some of that stuff. See, when I'm holding strings, not too bad. Almost like it's just sneaking in with the signal. But this same thing was kind of happening the other night too. I was trying this one out with the Ethereal pedal by Wampler, and every time I would plug this in, I would just feel like there was something wrong with it. And then I would switch over to the Ethereal, and it would be fine. So, I was thinking it was the cables, I was thinking it was the Simplifier, but as soon as I would switch over to that other pedal, it seemed like it would be fixed. So I don't know if there's just something wrong with this one. I mean, I can hear it. But I just don't know about it. So the second rate, let's see, this is the one that doesn't really move. So you can kind of adjust it and tweak it a little bit, but it doesn't have the same motion as the first or third mode. So you could kind of use this maybe like as a filter, I'm thinking, or something. hear a little something with the sweep. Alright, let's keep going. Vibrato. I mean, I hear a difference between those, but I mean, like on the vibrato, is it doing anything? You kind of have to have it down here. It feels like the volume's dropping out. Let's check out the last mode here, rate number 3. So this one's definitely more active. You can hear it a lot better. This is more aggressive, like I was kind of expecting on mode 1. But let's turn it all the way up. Oh, that sounds awesome, I guess. Okay, it's actually more usable down here. How slow will it go? Maybe that's the grand orbiter part about it, is it can go really, really slow coming around. Have noisy jacks. Yeah, what is going on? Okay, vibrato, sure. All right. You know, I'm not feeling super inspired by this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. One thing that I should add, so this little thing that I got, this is like a little cover on one of those little vaporizer cartridges, which I don't use, but I borrow them from people that I know that do, because they actually make a great earthquaker devices dimmer for the blinding lights that they tend to have on them there. So I like to stick that over the top. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I had looked up some, YouTube videos and had some thoughts on this whole thing and everything. And one thing, some of those videos were helpful, but as I was kind of getting into the fourth video, I was starting to realize, all the stuff that these people are playing demo wise for this to try it out is all stuff that I would never actually probably want to listen to. So I did have to take that into account, and I'm not saying that those people are bad players or that they made the pedal sound bad or anything. It just made me realize that this might just not be for me and the way that I like to play. I have no problem with phase or vibrato effects. I really like the phase and vibrato that TC Electronics do in the Tone Print series with the standalone pedals and the ones within the plethora. I'm sure that the Boss Tremolo, which it's tremolo, not vibrato. There's probably other pedals out there that do what I was expecting this one to do here. And again, it's nothing against those other people playing, but that's just not really what I would actually want to listen to or say like, wow, that sounded good or anything. So, yeah, I hate to do reviews, kind of style things. I don't want to rate this pedal or anything, because the truth is, you might hear it and think, wow, that sounds great and awesome, and I love all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. I just think that after using something like this, I can say that it probably does not have a space on my pedal board. So I'll be swapping this one out, sure, for something else here soon. But let me go ahead and wrap this one up. There's no reason to just keep harping on this. I think I've got my idea across. Hopefully you know a little bit more about it as well. I'll make another video here soon with some more stuff that I'm taking a look at and stacking and blending things. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.